Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 28 of Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode. In the few past episodes, we've been preparing to move out and do Thaumcraft and other magic mods. So in preparation for that, we did the whole quantum ring thing. And before we begin here, I just want to get this out of the way because I have it here. I made some Enderium and hello lag, okay. Enderium, we have sharpening kits now. So we can do that, and also let me take this guy out, and we can do that. I can also make another one for my hammer, but I don't think we're ever gonna need this hammer to do anything else. We could also get this leveled up if we wanted to. We could make a machine for that, but that's fine. I made a little tiny teensy wincy is what I wanted to say, smeltery here. It's just a 3x3, and we can just use this for when we need to get sharpening kits and stuff, and it should be fine. But I also set up this here. I don't know why that isn't showing. Oh, I don't have platinum exporting because I don't want to use up all the platinum, even though I don't currently have it in the drawers. I believe it's right here somewhere. Yeah, there's my 25 platinum, the magical amount that we have. But everything here is set up to make Enderium. So as soon as we get platinum production, we can just put it on there and it's going to make 1,000 Enderium and then stop. So that is really cool. But I did some work over here. Thaumcraft. We have things and stuff, and it's a magical forest, and it's all lit up, and it looks wonderful on the minimap. We have a meteor next to it. It doesn't really matter, but it was the kind of like the largest area, unless we wanted to go here. But it was kind of a decently sized area. We have some sort of, I think, shrublands or what it is. What is it over here? I don't really recall what this is. And the desert temple, apparently. I probably explored that. An outback. That's the one. But I'd set up all the things that we need here. We have orange cables, so we have orange ME systems, which is really cool. But it is hooked up, and down here we have this magical quantum ring. I just snaked over a wireless access point, so we have the crafting terminal workable, basically. And I put a dense energy cell, an energy acceptor, and an advanced power cell. And I also have this church pad, which apparently got flipped around and is doing weird things. But I can use it to charge my flux capacitor. I don't think I ever mentioned that I made a flux capacitor, but I made a signalum flux capacitor. We could even go to the Enderium one if I made 2 more Enderium, which actually could be a thing. I just could grab 2 platinum and that would make a bit of Enderium, which we could do in between episodes or off camera or something. It doesn't really matter. We have 40 million RF in this. Plus we can increase the amount if we need to. So that's really cool. I also made an ender axe. I think I made a dark steel axe in the last episode. I don't know if I really showed it, but this is upgraded with direct, so it teleports mine things directly into my inventory. It is empowered and it does a fork, and I believe you can just till stuff, which is really neat. So this should just convert back into dirt eventually. I will just do this because it's easier, and we can then grab this. It's not easier because I have to scroll through all of the things here to find my dirt. Where are you, dirt? There it is. Hello, thank you. Okay, so I don't really have a specific plan. I wanted to do something like this for the main part, and then we could go off in 4 directions for all of the mods, but I think we'll just keep this area, like this 3x3 chunks that I did for Thaumcraft, and we're just gonna start firstly getting into some basic research and stuff like that. So I'm gonna need my research table. I don't know if I put... That's the luminous crafting table. I don't know where I put all of my Thaumcraft stuff. Oh yeah, I'm dumb. I have it on top of the base. Hold on. I need to go here. I need to pack up this stuff. I have Botania. Yeah, this is where my Thaumcraft things is. We need the crucible. We need this guy. We need the research table. We need this. Okay, so the Botania will move in a moment. We need cardboard boxes. Let's also just firstly get rid of all of these V crystals and the zombie head and all of the zombie stuff. So if I grab, we can just pack this up as well. Let's grab 4 cardboard boxes. Actually, let's grab 7, 8 cardboard boxes so we can do bam, 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 bam. And then the 4 mana pools, like so. I don't know why my ring isn't working, but that's fine. Just grab the rest of these. And I still have a little bit of space, so we can grab all of those and all of that and all of this and that. That is the only thing that is floating, so we'll just... Oh, the dropper as well. It's fine. We have AE there, so it's all good. Okay, back to Thaumcraft. Let me just place some of this stuff down. Don't know which ones are gonna go where. Okay, that's the thingies and the mana pools. Awesome. Okay. And then let's just toss this away. We don't really need it to have it set up right now. But I want to do Thaumcraft Research, so we're going to put a research table in here. I'm going to do F3G, and I'm going to put on my goggles of revealing, and the thermometer I should be able to see, yeah, on the left. What is the 330 is this chunk. And then I think it's fine for the moment. Plus, at some point, I think we're going to get into end armor because it's better with the toggleable night vision. Even though I don't get flight and all of the resistances and stuff, we can use this armor when we go fight like bosses in whatchamacallit, in the I forget, Twilight Forest. That's the words that I was looking for. We can put a crafting table or the workbench here. I'm going to put the crucible like right here. Even though that way I don't think I can pipe in stuff, but we're going to put a water infinite source right there for the moment. We're going to get better crucibles or machines for that anyway. So that should be doing the bubbling thing. And let's get this off. The luminous crafting table, mana splitters, all that can go away. Okay, so for beginning or for continuing in Thaumcraft, we firstly need to get our Thaumonomicon, which is right here. And we need to just do some research in alchemy to get Essentia smelting. So we need all of the crystals. So let me basically just do a bunch of research for this so we can get some stuff going. Possibly the Essentia smelting so we can get to... Not necessarily, we need the alchemical automation. This is what we're going for, so we can get that ready. And we're going to see where we get stuck on, because we're probably going to need some stuff from other mods as well. But I'm going to just start doing a little bit of research, and I'll be back once I'm a bit progressed, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, bye. I've made some enchanted fabric with this recipe, and that I turned into Thaumaturge's robes, Thaumaturge's leggings, and Thaumaturge's boots, which give us V discounts when we're crafting, which is really neat, because you get a 5, 8, plus another 3, that's 11, 13% V discount. I could have just clicked here, 13% V discount. And we already used up a little bit of V over here, and it's kind of slowly regenerating from, I think, nearby chunks. So I don't know if eventually you have to move to other chunks to craft stuff, or if you can just regenerate the V in the same area. I don't exactly know how that works. You can let me know down in the comments if you know more about this. But it's slowly regenerating, and we can now make the Essentia smeltery, which is gonna unlock the smelting of Essentia, basically, for us. So we can complete this 4th stage. And now we can make Arcane Alembics, which require Essentia filters, which is fine. That's great wood, more brass plates. And now we can do worded jars as well. Do we need to unlock anything here? Not really. Essentia tubes. We need Phial of Vidium, Phial of Vinculum, Phial of Alienis, and Phial of Alchemia Essentia. So we need to make all of those. And then we can get to the Essentia distillation, the improved Essentia distillation. We can get to the alchemical automation, which is what we're going to need. But this needs Essentia tubes and alchemical metallurgy. So we need to make some thaumium. And for thaumium, we're probably going to need more of it. So I'll just grab a stack of flint, a stack of iron. And we will also, I made a bunch of Salus Mundus because we're going to need that as well. And also I'll grab my quartz slivers so we can clean up the crucible. Actually, we can now, we need the arcane, we need to get to the arcane alembic. So we need another crucible. So we need another cauldron to get this going. We're gonna still need that water source, and I'm gonna grab just an extra Salus Mundus just to use on this. And we're just gonna place this back here temporarily with the niter. And we're gonna put a cauldron on top, and then you can right click it with that to get a crucible, and then we're gonna give it a water source. I could probably be doing this in different chunks, like going a little bit away to get them fluxed up and not flux up this, our main chunk. That could also be a thing that we do. I'll just leave that whole. Let's go, let's say over here and flux up this chunk, I guess. I don't know how much the taint spreads, but that's fine. This should fill up with water. Or at least show it to me. Hello? Water, please? It says water 1000 of 1000. Okay, there is water in there, just not showing. Because of trees. No? Oh, now there's water. Okay. So I think I have this figured out. So flint will make us the brass, and then the brass makes the thaumium, because thaumium, we can also get thaumium seeds, which is going to be very big, and they're tier 4 in this. That's going to be really huge. So thaumium is iron with precontatio and terra, and precontatio we can get with salus mundus, and the terra is going to stay in the thing, right? From this. So if we're fast enough, we can do a flint, an iron, this, and this gets thaumium. No? Oh, I messed up. So we have terra, we have precantatio. Oh, it's just regular iron. Oh, it's not the brass. Okay, let's flux up a little bit. Okay, so basically, again, so that's water. We're gonna do flint, iron, then we're gonna break this, and another iron, and then we can do quartz slivers to get that out. That makes us thaumium. So flint, iron, salus mundus, iron. Flint, iron, salus mundus, iron. Flint, iron, salus mundus, iron. Okay, it's making us thaumium, and then quartz slivers. How bad did we flux up this chunk? Oh, just a tiny bit. It's okay. So, with the thaumium, now that we have it, we can collect this and complete it. We can get metal purification, that's fine. Okay, that gets all the clusters. And this needs essentia tubes, so I need to go do the whole files of things. So we can grab, I believe, we can make files either just in a crafting table. Yeah. So let's make a bunch of these. Let's get a bit more clay. Make me 100 clay. Also to set this to numbers. And we can just get a stack of these. Nice. So now I'll grab all of the V crystals that I need. And I believe I can just... The files... How do I craft the files? Is my question. So... I should gather some exotic essentia samples, use them to test various materials. Is it gonna be... I have drawn up the plans for essentia smelter or snack normal furnace by burning coal to produce heat, but instead of smelting ore into metal, it breaks down objects into slurry of raw unprocessed essentia. This process isn't very efficient. A small amount of essentia is converted into flux roughly 20% of the time. And it's still using an arcane alembic, but... Oh, that's... Arcane alembic. Oh yeah, we need to just put this on top. I'm forgetful. Okay, let me get a little bit of this going. I made all the files so we can complete this quest and now get the alchemical construct, which is what we need, and essentia tubes, and we can get it to a thaumium. Oh, we just need a thaumium plate. That's not a problem. I have this lovely pressurizer here making me plates, so let's just do a thaumium one. Boom, and complete that other thaumium smeltery, and we can get into that one as well because that's going to be better. And this needs the essentia centrifuge, so we can just complete this, and then I presume, yeah, we can just complete this right away. And the advanced essentia transport requires infusion. We can also complete this one. This apparently didn't want to collect my glowstone. I might have to try and duplicate it, but I don't recall, because this is items that need to be crafted. Huh? So apparently we have, I never duplicated slime balls, nor did I duplicate ink sacs. And this is checked marked. That's weird, I guess. We can also do this, approved essentia distillation. I'm gonna read on all of those because I forgot what they do. But I just moved over this thing and basically tossed in the V crystals until I got 10 in here, and then I right clicked this top with a glass file and you get a file of that essentia. And I accidentally made 10 more vermiculum, so we can just, we'll toss that in the system because we're always going to need files of random things for research anyway. So that is the alchemical automation. The mnemonic matrix. Yeah, we need the alchemical constructs next. So let me gather the materials that I need to craft those. The next thing that we can make is the runic matrix. It's just 4 arcane stone bricks and a yellow niter, and I did the thing that we needed to do for the quest. We just needed a file of air essentia, so I just melted down some air crystals and got the file. So this will unlock, I believe, if we do this and complete it, full arcane infusion. So over here we can do cloud stepper ring. That's fine. Can we just complete all of these because we have all of the thingies? That's theories. Glad I did a lot of this stuff before. We're missing recharge pedestal. Okay, that's fine. We can go back here now and do advanced essentia transport, which is really cool because we can do the whole filling and emptying essentia. So we don't really need to use up any sort of tubes, I think, if we get those going. Because those are just dispensers. They all require alchemical constructs. So they're, I mean, it's just tubes and essentia valves. And it's just essentia, basically, or V here to craft those. And I did make 8 of them. So we can turn one over here. We're just going to do this to, do I want to test here? We can test here. That's fine. Just going to turn one of this into that. That makes the alchemical construct, which now, if I put in, for example, I would need to put in iron, and then I can get alchemical brass. And if we put in instrumentum, we get, we can make just alchemical brass much safer, or much easier, I think. And then over here, we need to craft these guys. I have them on here on the bookmarks. We need the auxiliary slurry pump, which will, if I look at here, this will make essentia smelting faster, more efficient, and it acts as a secondary processor. It outputs refined essentia to any alembics placed above it. So I think we can put, hold on, wrong way. Which way? This way. So the alembics are these guys. So we could put one over here on the side and then put alembic on top, or maybe we could put it, maybe you could even put it up on top of this and then put an alembic above it. Maybe that would work. Or does it say it needs to be put on the side? On the side, placed on the side of a smelter. Oh, okay, so we can put it on the side here. That's neat, okay? So let us try and craft one of those, shall we? So the slurry pump is that construct. We have the plates. We have to make the brass. So for that, I'm just gonna, for the brass, we're gonna get some flint. Can I also make some warded jars? That would be a really cool thing. Warded jar. That is glass panes and slabs. So glass pane. Just make me like 200 of those, please. I'll just grab a stack and slab wood. Just make 24. I mean, this is gonna make 7 jars anyway because of, or 9 jars. That's fine. Okay, I have essentia tubes on me, so we can just do, this will probably just accept, if we do flint, for example, flint, I have it on me. So let's do 16 flint, right? We put it in here, that's gonna start smelting. And that makes terra over here, so we can put in terra into a warded jar, like that. So that'll slowly drain out, and it should still have the rest of the thing. I don't know why it's not going to the top one, which it should be, but the terra will filter out. We can probably speed this up as well. Maybe like that, or maybe this. Yeah, that's a bit faster. So where did, okay, there's my instrumentum. So we can put that over here. And this should start pumping out brass. Yeah, awesome. Okay, let me make a little bit of this. This is gonna take just, oh, it's gonna take a moment. Fine, we can wait that another something seconds for that to be made. Okay, sweet. So that's a little bit of brass, so we can make the plates. We need 2 of those for the thing. For this thing, the auxiliary slurry pump. That should be it, right? 87V, okay. And then the auxiliary venting port is 2 more plates and essentia filters, which I do have. So let's just get 2 more plates going. And I could scroll wheel things in. I forget about that. But let's get an auxiliary venting port. Nice. And the venting port, where's my Thaumcraft? Here it is a way to manage the flux generated by the smelting process. By running the slurry through a secondary set of venting ports fitted with filters, I'm able to separate out the flux and safely vent it as harmless steam. It will reduce the flux produced by about 1/3, and additional vents will increase this, but there are diminishing returns. So I don't know where to... Vents needs to be played on... Okay, I'm just on the side of the smelter. Okay, so if we do this and take this alembic and we put it here for the moment, and then we will pipe out things in a different spot, which seeds go away. They're probably gonna get sucked into my inventory by my magnet. Yep, there it goes. Okay, so that will filter out the rest of the essentia, and if we do an auxiliary venting port like right here, this should vent out the steam, I think. So if we do another set of flint, let's just do a stack and see what happens, right? Put this in here. Terra's going into here, and Terra's going into there, so we can do probably essentia tubes like right here, possibly another one here, and then put this here. Apparently not. So if we do, maybe you don't have to go from the top, we can just go from the sides like this, and that should put in the Terra. Yep, that's going. And looks like it's producing much, much better, and much, much more of Terra, I should say. We might fill up this water jar. Okay, so that's a little bit of with processing, and it looks like it's generating less flux. How are we doing on the flux here? We are at 38.5, 37.5. So it is going down a little bit. 35.5, 34.5. Looks like it's okay. It's going down a bit as well. Interesting. Okay, this is full. And we're still producing Terra. So a stack of flint might have been a bit too much, but we're gonna make a bunch of brass, which is gonna be really cool. Okay, let me process a little bit of stuff and maybe see about setting these guys in a permanent location, maybe. I don't know. But I'll get some work done and I'll be back in a moment. I decided to just do a little bit of building so we get a little bit of a starting point of a little build going, and I didn't do anything on the outside, so we can do that at a future date, possibly in a stream. I haven't tried streaming with the new graphics card yet, on this pack at least, so yeah. Also, one thing that I want to mention, and I'll probably mention this in the end of the episode as well, is I want to do Project Ozone. Like, I kind of want to play, but I log on to the server, or onto the single player world, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I have no plan, no nothing. So what I'll do is I will start streaming it, possibly today if I have time, and I will then cut up the stream and make an episode out of that. Kind of the same way that Gaming on Caffeine does it, and hopefully that will work out for me and get me a bit more motivated to play. I also noticed that I didn't fill in this back slot with little blocks. Did I finish all of the sides? I did not. Oh my god. Thought I did. Okay, let's finish this together. And then I'm going to walk you through a little bit of the build that I did. I put in stairs in the corners here just so we can see the little... Hello, let me fly. This little nook and cranny out of this. I could use chisel and bits in the back to just put that part, but I don't think we're going to be building anything machine-wise here. I want to put in more machines here, I think. And maybe we'll do a basement, or maybe a thing up top. Maybe we can turn this into like a kind of tower. And I could just end this here and put in 4 different slots for machines here on the side. That might not actually be a bad idea. If I take the wood that I have, this is painted glowstone, I think. But what if we would, let's do silver wood. What if I take this and bring it over like this? And then we keep this side. I would bring in the arcane stone like that. And then we would put in great wood planks. I don't have grass on me, that's fine. So we would have great wood like so. Hello? Am I out of great wood? No, yes. Great wood. I made a bunch more planks. Okay, so if we put that here. Hello, the great wood. Like that. And we put machines in the walls here. Maybe we take those... I took them down. The arcane alembics and stuff, we can put them over here. Or maybe even do like a little room where we have them. That could also be neat. So that, I think, is actually a really cool idea. And since normally you have a magical tower or magical tower, wizarding tower or something, we could turn this into some sort of a tower. We could just basically take and put, let's say, elevators in here. I might even finish this off differently because of this edging, I guess. But we could still put an elevator like right here. And if this is the edge, that I think looks fine. And that's the edge, and that should be all good. Oh yeah, I placed the great wood because I didn't have dirt. I should have the dank knoll set up to dirt. Yep. Okay, that's a really weird dirt noise. Okay, so like that. And if we put either travel anchors or elevators or something up here, we could just go up to the higher floors, or even use the arcane levitators and open up this as a abstruse platform, for example, and just go through the floor. That could also be a really neat thing. So let's put in the painted glowstone right here, so we prevent any mobs from spawning in the base, and then just put a torch there. Yeah, I think this is a sound idea. I'm down with that. I didn't do any more research, so we can just turn this back into our Thaumanomicon. But I didn't do anything else really. I unlocked all of this here, and in the infusion I didn't really do much. I just did what we could. And over here, for example, we just need a mirrored glass and an ender pearl, and we need to study teleportation. So I have to look up what we need to do for that. Maybe study enderman. That could be study teleportation, bone meal, and herba. And then for this is just like wheat and carrots. It's just things that I need to put into my inventory. Oh, we can complete this, for example, the arcane levitator that I wanted, or this we can complete as well. And that's almost all of them complete here. Then there's also, I think we're going to unlock Golemancy as well at some point. And for this, we need a blank lesser focus, which I think is crafted in the crucible. So this is just the page where we need to get to this, the workbench charger, and the recharge. Yeah, the recharge pedestal recharges things with V, and the workbench charger is going to pull, I think, pull V out of all of the neighboring chunks into this crafting table. So instead of having 300, we would have like 1,000 or so, which we were going to need for future crafting. Okay, let me see what we are at for time on this episode, and I will finish the building in between here and see if we can set up any more machines, or maybe just do some more building. We're over 30 minutes on the episode, so I'm going to end it off here. We have a lovely building for Thaumcraft now. I am going to work on it probably in between episodes a little bit and add in the travel anchors, or possibly just arcane levitators. Those might look better and more fun, as I said before, I think. But yeah, again, I want to mention Project Ozone 3 is going to be on live streams, and hopefully I'll cut those up into videos. I mean, I'll definitely will. But with that, I want to thank you all for watching. I'm hoping you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Also, consider subscribing to see new videos. Support me on Patreon if you want, and I will see you all in the next episode. Have a great one. Bye-bye.